What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
Hello.
Oh, boy.
You can't see us if you're only listening to the audio, which is a fact that's true about everything.
That's true.
You
Every
can't
week.
see audio.
Unless you have synesthesia.
That's true, but that would still be different than what we're talking about right now.
I actually don't know if that's true. Is there
You're
synesthesia?
saying that if someone has synesthesia, if they could see sound, then they would see what's actually happening with the sound? I don't think so.
Some people are bats, and they hear podcasts,
Yeah.
and they know where we are. You could kind of probably tell from our vibe that we're almost
Chilling.
completely flat.
We are late. Okay, so here's the deal. I have moved, and I'm back in town, and I'm staying at my girlfriend's place for a bit, perhaps
It's a
for
good place.
a while. I love it. Yeah.
I like
and
There's so many pictures.
she is so good at having a nice time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm so bad at having a nice time. I'm good at having an exciting time, but I'm bad at having a nice time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nice times like a cup of tea.
A cup of tea, and she's always like, I think this place needs a plant, another plant. And I'm like, wow, I've never had a plant.
Yeah.
And I can almost guarantee you that if for 1 minute of my life I had a plant, I would be 1,000% less depressed. If
Yeah.
there's just a little bit more
What does
oxygen.
it do? I don't know what it does. Is it the oxygen?
It's the no. That's funny.
I don't
If I
know.
really thought that I said that meaning it, but then immediately it's like it's not that I'm breathing more. It's that, or maybe it is. Who knows? But it just looks nice. She has a nice apartment, and
It
she's
is
got a
nice.
big old fat couch. And I will say this: my cat moved in here. My girlfriend and I are figuring out what we're doing because I moved out of my place, and I'm going to get my own place. And in the meantime, I'm staying here, right?
I like
And then-
that you said your cat moved in. Like, no, you didn't move your cat in.
No, the cat.
Dr. Funk got a little stick with a red bandana.
Yeah, which is how you move. when that's how Caleb moves.
That's how I move. Stick and bandana. What else do you need?
Yeah, you just got to, and the more stuff you get a bigger bandana.
Yeah, you get a.
You can put a fridge in a bandana if you make a big enough bandana. Big enough stick, big enough bandana. That's the story.
You know that two men in a truck business? If there was a man, a stick, a bandana, and I'll come to your house.
Yeah.
I'll put it all in my big bandana.
I bring this up, the cat, and I do want to talk about how funny the image of Funk moving in, but I bring it up for a specific reason that you'll be able to see on the video if you're watching on YouTube.
Hell yeah. Watch the video, too. We look great.
We look so good. Always. Particularly me.
We're not these hosts. You ever listen to a host, you go, what a good show. Then you look them up, and they look like shit.
Totally. They look like a fucking... They look like someone took an axe to a pumpkin.
Yeah, you're like, they both look like Steve Bannon. But me and Dave are hot.
Yeah, you look up your favorite podcaster, and you just cannot believe how many boils can be on one face. These fucking Joe Rogan, dude.
Oh, yeah.
His face looks like a foot.
What did Steph Tollef said? He looks like 1,000 raisins glued together.
Wow.
I know
That's
it's not.
so funny,
I don't know
dude.
why that's so funny because he doesn't really, but he kind of does.
Yeah. Yeah. He's sort of Yeah, he's got the build of like a desk. You know what I mean? He looks like you leaned a desk against the wall.
Well, all ripped old guys, so your brain can't really handle. You're like, what? Old and ripped? What?
Totally.
No, whoa,
What
why?
is
What?
this? Seriously. Well, okay, hold on, real quick. I got to explain this. So, my girlfriend, is just I don't know, wonderful and accommodating, and I was like gonna have Funk stay with other people, and then she basically she just like really wanted Funk to live in her apartment, which is
That's so great. Who
It's
wouldn't?
crazy. It's so sweet.
She's a doctor.
But here are the reasons you shouldn't and reasons why I argued against it. Funk scratches everything and pees on everything a lot of the time. Right. And she was like, over and over again, we'll figure it out. But one of the things we did to figure it out was we put waterproof covers on the couches, on the seats of these couches, and then we got these couch covers and put them over it, and I put it on this morning, and we've been sitting in them for 5 minutes, and they've already popped out.
Hey,
and
these are waterproof?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a waterproof thing under the cover.
Oh, I see.
And then, so you see this little styrofoam tube?
Yeah, I love that.
This styrofoam tube is, if you look, I shove it in here, and it keeps the cover down, but that doesn't really work if you sit on it, which is what you do on a couch.
Yes.
So, no, if you're only listening, it is a styrofoam cylinder, probably 8 inches long and like 2 inches wide. And it's, so it's like a little tube, and you're supposed to, it's like a fucking, how do you describe this thing? It's like a,
I don't know.
It's like a stretchy material.
It's like
material.
a book cover from school, but for your couch.
Yes. Oh, my God. Well
Look
done.
at that.
And you put it over the couch, and then you push it down into the crevices, and it's advertised like it stays there forever.
No, it doesn't.
And we sat on it once.
Nothing does. Nothing does anything.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't bought something that worked ever.
The only thing
like basically,
the only thing that works is Tums. Tums works.
Yeah. The only things that work.
Advil liquid gels work.
Right.
Those get rid of a headache. Hemorrhoid cream.
Yeah.
That works.
Does it? I've never used it.
Dude, get some hemorrhoids just to use the cream. Works amazing.
Oh, I have hemorrhoids.
Dude,
okay?
it works so good.
But I've been rubbing Advil liquid gels on them.
Advil liquid gels work so well, I bet it wouldn't hurt your hemorrhoid.
Right. Sure.
Give it up for Advil liquid gels. They never advertise on podcasts, do they?
Dude, oh my God. I have never thought of it, but if our sponsor was Advil, that would be so sick. I use it all the time.
And I would mean the ad reads.
Right.
I wouldn't be fucking around.
Totally.
I would use my code, shop as you normally will. I would be going, Advil.
Take it.
Take it. Sometimes I take it when I'm feeling okay, just in case.
Yeah, man. I take it every morning just to stay addicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rub it on my gums.
Yeah.
Advil. Advil gum rub.
Snort it. It doesn't do anything, but it does cost money.
Snorting.
Snorting.
I don't want to snort stuff.
We were talking off mic. I literally asked Caleb to stop a riff because I wanted to do it on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because he started singing what I will argue to the end of the earth is the worst song ever written. And it goes like this. She's a 20th century fox. It's a Doors song, later career Doors song. And, dude, honestly, everyone talks shit about the Doors. I talked shit about the Doors for a long time after having loved them. But I love Break On Through. Break On Through is a great song. There's some other shit that's great. They did some like weird shit that no one had done before. I like some Doors songs. I'm not an fully anti-Doors guy. But when the Doors are bad, it is the worst rock music ever.
You know what it reminds me of is if you gave LSD to like a saloon piano player from the Old West and they were like being silly.
Totally.
But trying to be cool. It's like, it's just so gross. I can't, 20th century.
It's literally just, it's like your creepy uncle found weed is what happened. And he's just like, he's like, oh, I'll be right back. And then he like comes out of the bathroom wearing a fucking burlap sack as a shirt. And he's like, I'm a snake. That's the fucking Doors to me.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake. Yeah. And I fucking, I read a book once. And
I'm a snake. Why is that so funny?
I don't know. Yeah, dude. But 20th Century Fox is so annoying because it's a company.
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah. Nothing's less
pun,
rock and
dude?
roll than company puns.
Yeah, man.
What is this, at midnight?
Right.
What are we doing here?
She's a 20th century
fox.
She's a Touchstone Pictures. Oh, she's
a
an
Hewlett
Amazon.
Packard machine.
Yeah, totally. She's a Remax.
She's one of Warren Buffett's holding company ladies.
She's a Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Wow.
It's too much fun.
She's a Costco Vision Center. Did you know that you can
She's
get
a
glasses at Costco?
Capital One Cafe.
Yeah, dude, we could do this all fucking day.
It's so fun.
Oh, man. Truly, and I want to. I do not want to do anything else on this show now.
And we won't.
She's an iPhone.
It's also just like, I can't tell, do you like this woman?
Right.
Why? She's a 20th Century Fox.
So she's hot?
She's alive. What other century?
Yes. So she's alive right now, and you
she's
are
a
attracted
fox?
to her.
And have you ever seen a fox? They don't
No.
remind me of a woman.
No.
And they're not sexy.
And don't they like steal? Isn't that what a fox does?
They're a dirty little piece of shit. They have diseases and they
got little hands.
Yeah, I don't like
they got
a
gross
fox.
little hands, dude.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't understand how it ever became like, ooh, she's a fox. Like at least a tiger is like tigers are like
She's a tiger.
have an energy.
Dude, did I tell you?
But a
there's
fox is a little rat bastard.
You might even know this song, but there's an ODB verse. I had a bit about this for a while. That
Oh,
was
the
just-
horse one?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
We've talked about this, right?
Yeah, horse does not remind me of a woman.
Did we talk about it on this podcast?
We probably
already?
did
I
because
think
that
we
bit
did.
that's also I remember hearing that lyric as well and being like, I don't
had this
like Megan
hot-
Thee Stallion too. I'm like, yeah, you have a wonderful you clearly are doing a lot of squats and you're in wonderful shape. You have great ass. Doesn't remind me of a horse.
No.
I've seen horses. I'm not attracted to them. They don't have a female energy really to me.
Right.
And it's weird how like rappers can just be like a horse girl, you know, who are like drawing horses. They got a horse on their shirt and a horse notebook, and it's just like they're like, yeah, like a lady with a horse ass. No, bad.
Wow.
Long tail on the horse ass.
Man.
Big hairy tail.
That's right. I like a woman with a tail.
Right.
Megan the tail.
And then you also hear it too. They always talk about a horse penis, and it's like, what do we talk?
Well, at least that means it's big.
Yeah, I guess.
Like mine.
Right. Horses
seen
say
it.
they got a Dave penis.
Yeah, they do. They do. Man, yeah, horses. One horse is saying to the other, you know, I got a Dave cock. Limp. That's what the horses say to each other. I'm not even talking
It's
about
good.
hard.
That's when you're galloping. It's good to have a Dave cock.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to be. No, it's because it's big. Oh, we made a decision, by the way.
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way, and that decision is that my dick is big. No,
That's true.
Um,
I have decided it.
Caleb, I got to ask you, are you comfortable? I'm leaning back here, and you're turning around to look at me, which I don't mind. But is there something I could do to make it so you don't have to turn your head? Or?
Oh, we could do this. I could do this again.
Okay.
It does feel good.
I just want to make
I
sure
feel
you're
like I'm
comfortable.
being psychoanalyzed.
Yeah.
I'll probably be in a lot of different positions
Great.
based on how I feel. You know when the video game pose when it gets serious and you lean forward. I mean, I'll probably do that when I get a really good riff idea.
Ooh, pop up.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
pop
look
right
at
up.
the camera. Yeah, no, dude, I don't mind as long you were craning your neck around, and I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't forcing that upon
That's
you.
just how my neck looks.
So we were talking shit about Bill Maher,
Okay.
the worst
Okay.
man alive, and we decided
Really?
that September 2021 on what's it called is Bill Maher month, and maybe we'll do Bill Maher month every September.
I love it.
I love it.
We
dude.
could. There's no rules. We could do Bill. We'll do Bill Maher
do
month
Bill Maher
every
month.
September.
Well, yeah, every September is Bill Maher month. So
That's right.
This Bill Maher month, the first inaugural annual Bill Maher month, we're gonna rename Religulous, his famous movie with the dumbest name ever,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna rename Real Time.
Real time.
And we're gonna rename one of his specials.
Yes.
And then something else. I don't know. Maybe his kids.
I'm sure he's been in I think he was in a few movies in the 80s.
Oh, dude.
He We can rename his tour. We can rename his LLC.
Yeah.
We'll find some stuff.
We'll find some shit.
He has many properties. He also hosted Politically Incorrect.
Oh God, he's so horrible.
Yeah, he's done a lot of things. But I love Bill Maher month. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh,
we
man.
can try out our horrible impressions of him.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be the best. And I'll you know what I'll even do? I'm gonna work hard on Bill Maher. I'm gonna start writing monologue jokes like the way he does.
Yeah.
Where it'll be like, there's a new taco at Taco Bell, and it's a weapon of mass destruction. And you're just like, I hate everything about that joke. I hate that it's a Bush reference.
Oh my God, I took a sip of coffee before you said that, and I would have spit it all over you if I didn't laugh like that. Holy shit, dude.
I just hate
The thing is that I think is actually funny. I know that it requires like a nod, but Taco Bell has a new menu item that's a weapon of mass destruction. Actually, really makes me laugh.
Hey, well, those are the kind of monologue jokes you can expect in September. I'm gonna do it I think it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Be like, so Gavin Newsom went to the French Laundry. More like he needs to go to the French laundromat, and you'll be like, I don't even see how that's what. I just can't stay.
Yeah, I can't even think of what's because his jokes are just really really corny, right? They're very
it's like dirty Johnny Carson.
Right.
And he'll be like, I know where you're happy. You're inside in the air conditioning. And I'll be like,
what?
That would even be lame if my dad said that at a party.
I would love it if it was really, really dirty Johnny Carson. Just
yes, it is so hot today that I tried to eat ass and had a heart attack.
You're like, whoa, Johnny.
Wow.
It's so hot. It's so hot today in Burbank. I came in my face to cool off.
Wow.
And Ed's like, yes, sir. Fuck yeah.
Jesus, this is really getting me. Because I can't come up with these. I can't. Why did it come in my face? Holy shit. That's wonderful.
Joe Biden is so old that he throws out his back when he gives himself a reach around.
Like, what?
What? Wait. Hold on.
I don't know. You're like, I guess that would hurt.
Yeah. Wow. I was thinking even dirtier, too. Just like, wow, I haven't come this hard since the last time I had diarrhea. Just like, what?
Dirty Johnny Carson. I love it. But yeah, that's what Bill Maher is to me. He's very dirty Carson. It's always like,
Yeah.
He's like, the Pope.
New rule.
New rule.
I only shit my pants when I'm wearing a diaper. That would have been so much better if I weren't laughing. How great would that be if you saw Bill Maher look into camera? New rule. New rule. Okay?
New rule.
I'm not going to shit my pants unless I'm wearing a diaper. And fuck. I can't hold it together. That makes me laugh too hard.
No, it's always like horrible stuff. Like who'll be like, one of Trump's campaign managers shoved a reporter. You know what I'd like to do is shove my cock in his mouth. You're like, what? And then everybody's cheering. And you're like,
He's also weirdly comfortable with random words of aggression.
Yeah.
He'll just be like, he'll say something you agree with, and then he'll say that his response is completely unconscionable.
Right.
You know what I mean? He'll just be like, George W. Bush, he's out here, lobbying for Donald Trump again. You know what I would like to do? Beat George W. Bush to death. and you're just like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
And he says it with such a big smile. You're like,
yeah.
This is very odd.
I want to go to free baseball bat day at Yankee Stadium, and I want to take that bat to George W. Bush's house, and I want to beat him to death. That's right. And that's when I'll come hard. New rule. I can only come
He's
if
saying
I'm
it next to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
right.
He'll have a scientist.
Or even worse, a lot of times he'll have a completely, an extremely knowledgeable person in their field who isn't really a huge public speaker. They're just like a scientist or someone who's just like a community outreach, a leader in community outreach in some city. And so it's just some like woman who's like wearing glasses and looks very nice and is there to be like, no, Bill, I don't think we should kill Muslims. And he's like, well, and then he turns to camera and he's like, I think that we should burn down Texas. And she's like, I came here to talk about helping the homeless.
He's like, don't you think the mayor of Chicago's a bit of a cunt? And it's like, you're talking to the man
right
who invented time. It's like Stephen Hawking's there. Hey, well.
You're talking to a sweet, sweet person.
I've seen him do ones where it's like, him and Ann Coulter will be talking, and she'll say something. It's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna fuck you later," and everybody laughs, and I'm like, "This is weird. I don't like."
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know.
No, he's a bad person.
Very old school. Very. But anyway, these are the kind of riffs and jokes you can expect. Bill Maher month this September.
Bill Maher month.
Every episode, it's gonna be so much fun.
Also, What's It Day was last week, and we don't know how it went because it's tomorrow.
That's true. So
that's weird. Life is weird that way.
You're gonna love What's It Day.
We recorded this last week,
Wasn't
the day
it
before
fun?
What's It Day, which is tomorrow.
Oh man, and it was a good thing we did it before because What's It Day was wild.
It was wild. Tomorrow was crazy.
We were all fucked up on that happy pappy, and it was a good night.
We snorted a lot of heroin.
Advil. Can you snort heroin? I thought it was liquid.
Oh, you can do anything you want with heroin.
I don't know.
You can snort anything, really.
That's true.
You can smoke stuff. Caleb, let me show you something.
Oh, all right. We'll be right back. I just heard about this.
Caleb's dead.
Oh, man.
Hey, welcome to What's It
Welcome
Called?
to What a Cold Open.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Best one we've ever had.
I don't know if you are aware, but this show is called What's It Called because we don't know what it's called.
We don't
know what the name of our show is. We don't really know what the name of anything else is either. And we're happy to try to figure that shit out with y'all.
That's right.
If you have anything that you either don't know the name of or would like to figure out other names for, email us. whatthehellisitkalled@gmail.com.
Yes, what the hell is it called?
Well, we like to come up with names for your shit, our shit, any shit, man. We'll name some shit.
And we've done full episodes where all we do is go through the emails and rename stuff. You
Yeah,
can also
dude.
send us ideas for what's in there, our Patreon episodes.
Hell yeah,
because we've already done my butt, Dave's butt, Alex Jones, the pyramids. We know what's inside a lot of stuff. And you can send us ideas for things you want us to rename. Bill Maher month. Maybe you got an idea that good.
Oh, dude, honestly, if you have any thoughts for Bill Maher month, that would especially be great.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
If you would like, please participate with us in Bill Maher month. Let's all hate that man for a month together.
Oh yeah, it'll be so fun. We hope he hears about it. If he does, and we run into him, I will take back everything I said and be like, Bill, it's just fun. We're comedians. You don't do that.
Man, you know what's so funny is that like a lot of times with comics, even comics I really disagree with or don't like, I don't know, they're comics. Even if they're big comics and I disagree with them a lot, I really try to not like talk a lot of shit just because this is our business, right? But not with him. Fuck him. I don't want to. If I got offered a job writing for him, I suppose I would take it.
Yeah.
But if the reason I didn't get a job was because I said, fuck him, he's a piece of shit loser, racist, and I hate his guts, that would be fine with me. I don't want to work for him. I do not want to work for or with him. I think that he's a bad person.
I think he whenever people are like, why do they always do an autopsy after a party loses?
Yeah.
They're like, why'd we lose? I swear half the time it's him. I think half the time that the Democrats lose and Republicans win, I blame him. I blame him more than Russia, more than dossiers, more than meddling and COVID. No, whatever it is. I think he has branded our team as the smuggest, worst.
Yes.
It's a really
You
bad.
said it off camera. You said something that I think is so true. You were like, how is it possible that he's both smug and corny?
Smug and corny. The only one.
He's the only one.
Smug and corny.
Yeah, he'll look directly into the camera with this smirk on his face and say the dumbest shit you've ever heard. You know what I mean? It was just like he'll like and they're like fucking cliches and shit. He'll just like look into the camera on his own TV show on HBO and he goes, well, you know what they say, if there's grass on the field, you can play ball. And it's just like, dude. Oh, man. Wow. Well, I guess I forgot to eat my Wheaties. Just shut up, dude. And on top of that, he's like a racist, xenophobic, fucking horrible piece of shit who like refuses to progress.
Right.
He just like that's I think what is more annoying than anything about centrists, like the majority of like established Democrats now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is that like? Yes, I think a lot of their policies are hurtful and kill people. Yes, but also like the thing that's really frustrating is that they like they were liberal in like 1975 and then stopped
Right.
growing.
Yeah, which is the worst kind of person because you can't tell them anything. You
Yeah.
can't be like, hey, you need to get with the times. They're like, I am with the liberal times of 1975.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, 45 years ago, I was a hero, okay?
Right.
And granted, I haven't learned a single thing since then. And I refuse to listen to anyone who is in my house. Yeah. Dude, it's so at least Republicans will be like, you'll hear Republicans be like, yeah, sure, I could be a little more progressive, but I'm not going to do that because I'm a bad guy.
Right. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and they could be like, okay, fine, maybe I could, but the reason I'm not doing it is because my outlook on life is that the only people that matter are my kids because everyone dies, and so I'm going to try to make them
Right.
millionaires because I want their life to be better than mine, and I don't value anyone else's existence. And
Isn't
sure,
it-
I disagree with that, but yeah, at least you can convince that person that they're wrong or they like know what their perspective is. Someone like Democrats are lying to our faces that they're good people.
Right.
They're just like, no, we're on your side. No, you're not.
No.
You think homeless people are garbage.
Yeah. You the fridge
Wow.
laundry. My favorite. You ever meet a conservative without kids where you're like, what are you doing? They're like, it's all about tradition and family values. I'm like,
They're
what?
like, wow.
You don't have any kids. What are you talking about? They're like, don't drink, don't.
Oh yeah, total. To control other people in a
Yeah.
vacuum.
Yeah, we need to bring it on back. Bring it on back home. This country used to be. I'm like, what are you doing?
I wonder if that's
No
getting
kids?
older too. I really am. Like the older I get, the harder it is to like stay. To like, I mean, I guess it was always hard, but staying financially stable. It's just like I guess it sinks in more the older I get. That like, oh, this is forever. Life is chores and fucking trying to keep my bank account
Yeah,
positive. And like I'm not conservative and I plan to never be. But I do get how you get there. I get how it's like at a certain level of frustration you would be like, okay, I don't care about anyone's life except my kids. I will kill literally everyone in order to keep my children alive. Now,
Yeah.
I think that that's bad, and I think that that has hurt a lot of people in history.
Yeah.
But I think I can talk to that person, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get how you
Yeah.
got there. I don't
Yeah,
agree,
yeah.
but I get how you got there. But yeah, the single Republicans
Oh, wow.
don't make sense to me.
I mean, there are also some conservatives that's not where they're coming from,
Yeah.
where they're just like, well, they just like straight up hate people, and that's different.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right. What? My kid's gay, so I sent him to a camp. I'm like, oh.
Whoa. Wow.
Wow. All right. Well, you should be killed.
That's not good. That's not good. Yeah. Oh man, that's not a.
This episode got dark. I'm fired
No,
up
we're having fun
politically.
Yeah, I'm fired up too.
I am. I'm so mad, dude. Have you? You said that so silly. It was funny.
No, I read the whole paper the other day. It made me so sad.
Yeah.
Because I went through a phase where I was just reading. I was like, man, I hate news. I'm gonna watch The Office and read comic books. And boy, I was happy for like a month straight.
I know, dude.
And then I was like, who's the president? And I look at the New York Times, and I'm like, it's so
Did
bad.
you see that? I think it's Microsoft is
Oh, no.
paying their employees $1,000 to get vaccinated.
What?
Yeah,
I would love to work there for one day.
this shit's driving me crazy because I there's like there are states where the state is just paying. I think in Mississippi you get $100 now or something like that.
Nice.
But like, where's my $100? Because I went on time. I hate that you get rewarded for being shitty with this stuff. You know, I know that we all need to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
I know it's good. I know it's good that there's this initiative, but you didn't always get $100.
Right. That's why
Everybody-
I'm not paying my student loans, because on the off chance they get forgiven,
Yeah.
I'll be like, see? Didn't pay them. I was right the whole time. People
Yeah.
go, pay them. I was like,
No, dude.
nah.
Damn, that's funny. They probably will go away, right?
Well, they're not getting it. I know that.
Right.
Like, you can forgive it or not. Either way, it's not happening. We all already forgave ourselves
Right.
for the loans we took out as children.
Dude, Andrew Slater, who's a really funny comic, has a great joke about this kind of.
Yeah.
He did it years ago. It's probably on one of his albums. But the joke, you know Andrew, right?
Yeah, I love Andrew.
Yeah, he's so funny. And he has this joke. He's like, stand-up comedy's hard. You know, make a lot of money. Last year I made $11,000. And I'll have friends be like, how do you live on $11,000? And I'll be like, I'll tell you how you live on $11,000. You just only make $11,000. You don't die.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, what do you think? I don't eat every time I'm hungry. And my apartment is not good.
Yeah.
And my car sucks.
Yeah.
And I don't get to do stuff.
Right.
I miss a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Europe.
Right.
Think about everything you're excited to do. I don't do any
I'm
of it.
35. I live in a studio apartment. Yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I eat soup. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, I eat eggs.
Yeah.
A lot of eggs and noodles.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but that is a good job. I love that. You don't die.
Yeah.
I made $8,000 one year and I didn't die. I think it was 2013. Made $8,000.
I was always fired up politically, but now it's just, I don't know. Something about the past year and a half is just, I think why is that, like, the issues seemed so complicated for a while. Like the discussion, the argument before the Trump era, right before.
Yeah.
Okay, so like during Bush and also for a lot of Obama, it was just sort of like, it seemed like an argument between Republicans and Democrats. And I remember, you know, disparity of wealth was always an issue. Homelessness was always an issue and stuff. But it just seemed like the discussions were getting very, like, specific as far as issues go. And I'm not explaining that well. And then Trump became president, and that seemed to be the case still throughout. But then COVID happened, and George Floyd and all that stuff. And over the past year, I don't know what changed in my brain, but it changed from me thinking that these issues were intricate political discussions amongst adults to what I feel like it is now, where it is like, it is insane that anyone on Earth does not have a home.
Yeah.
I just think it's insane. I think it's insane, and so it's like not funny, but it's funny to me that I'm like sort of a toddler about it. Like my brain is literally like, everyone should have a house, and everyone should go to the doctor, and everyone should go to school. And if you argue against that, I'm like, no. And that's like how I argue now. I'm like, I don't have a political affiliation. I just think war is bad.
It is
and
bad.
And homelessness is bad. And racism is bad.
It's
and,
like, you know how I know war is bad? I asked everyone who's been in one, and they all said it.
Yeah, totally.
They all said it's the worst thing in the world.
I'll bet you if you interview people whose town got hit with a drone, they would think it was bad.
Yeah.
Like,
they wouldn't go, well, they have a right.
whoa, they have a
They got a right to drone.
yeah.
You try to take away my drone rights.
I mean, why you're not gonna make a drone and not bomb me?
Couldn't they have even, you know how they named the Patriot Act something that sounded good? Because they knew they didn't name it Spy on You Town. They didn't name it that. They didn't even try that with
Wow.
drones. They were like, do we have something that sounds like a robot demon? And they're like, drone.
I know drone is such
Drone.
a terrible.
So bad.
I love that it's
What a
also
horrible
the word
word.
for the thing that takes pictures of cities. It'll take pictures of cities and it'll shoot them. Any type of shooting cities will do.
Well, it's so funny. That's how everybody is now. Even like efficient murderers are still like, and I'll take a few pics. I'll take a few pics in the back.
I will say it's so funny how accessible and affordable technology is. The fact that like your dumbest friend could have an airplane that takes photos of
I
everybody in the neighborhood.
And it's usually your dumbest friend.
Of course. All the dumbest people have money. It sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
My stupidest friends growing up have like such fast cars, and this is like a thing. I think I've talked about this. I've definitely talked about this on stage, but it's a thing I miss about hanging out with really fucking stupid people.
Fast cars,
Dude,
baby.
fast cars. They got like weights that you can lift. They got like stuff for they got like really heavy weights.
Yeah, foosball table.
They got a foosball table, man.
That's right.
They got like season passes at medieval times and stuff. Like good
Yeah.
shit, man.
They got a sword and a beer
They
sign.
got like punching bags.
I love it there.
Dude, beer signs?
Yes.
Totally. Beer sign. Everything dumb people like is great except for politics. Oh, man.
You know, I think it's good. You ever hear people go, "Ooh, they're scamming dummies out of their money." Good.
Yeah,
Take
dude.
dumb people's money.
Truly.
Give it to me.
And also, I'll bet what you're selling is great.
Yeah. I think
It's a
good to
candle
sell.
that smells like bacon. That
Did you
sounds
hear-
great.
Did you hear Joe Zimmerman's bit about Jeff Bezos?
No.
He's like, everybody hates him now, but he's like, there's like literally not an adult without an Amazon Prime. And
Yeah.
He's like, everybody's like, I hate him so much. We got to figure out how to get rid of him. And they're like, maybe you don't buy his stuff. And they go, not that. Something else. Can I give him all my money and him not have it? And he's like, I don't know if it'll work like that. You give him all your money.
That's so fun. Dude, Nathan McIntosh?
No.
He's a New York comic who's like one of my favorite comics, and he has a great bit about that too, where he's like, we all hate Jeff Bezos, but we can't. But he makes the thing that we love. We push a button, we get a box. Button box. And then if the box doesn't come, we're like, I'm so mad. What's gonna make me feel good? Button box. And it's so
Button box.
I think about it all the time.
Button
It's true,
box.
but
Button box.
it's very Brian
Button
Regan.
box.
Man,
I like a box and button.
button box. Man, dude, I don't know Brian Regan's politics, but I bet he's conservative. But that
That's
would be
always what
frustrating.
it is when you don't know it. When you're like,
Totally.
I wonder where he stands. Now I know.
But how sick would it be if he was super fucking progressive, dude? You know
That
what I
would
mean?
be sick.
I'm
But
try-
I don't feel like a lot of people are secret progressives.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you don't hold that back. Generally, like you see, the
Yeah.
more progressive I've gotten the past year, the louder I've gotten.
yeah, I noticed that too online. If you don't know where someone stands, and they follow Ben Shapiro on Instagram, I'm like,
Well, that's-
there's no way you just like his pics.
Right.
But yeah, I think
He
that's
follows me.
Yeah. Hey, follows me.
He follows me, so
I
I
follow
followed
him
him
back.
back.
Oh, just kidding.
Oh.
That's one of my favorite things Brad Regan does. He's like,
Yeah, totally, dude. He's
Yeah.
like Adam Sandler's grandfather. That guy.
Hey, I don't want to know where you
Adam, why don't you get Grandpa a beer?
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Adam, why don't you stop with your funny noises and get old Grandpa a
Why
beer?
is my grandpa yelling at me?
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah, dude.
See, if you're not watching the video version, you're missing out on all these faces.
Dude, I'll bet you that Brian Regan hates Bill Maher, though.
Oh, there's no way he doesn't.
Yeah,
He's like the anti Brian Regan.
right.
He's like, look at my set list. It's jizz. Then I'll condescend. Then after that, it's abortion. And then I'm going to go after the blacks. And you're like, what? Wow.
What is
I don't think Brian would do any of that, Bill.
Yeah, totally.
Then I'll do a Muslim callback.
Hey, Brian, what's your set list? Well, my first joke is called food. My second joke is called eating food. And my third joke is literally a nap.
Yeah.
I take a nap on stage.
Oh, boy.
Boy.
Do we have any
Hey,
announcements?
man.
Do we need to shout people out? We need to shout people out, right?
We do need to shout.
Don't forget
people
about
out.
that.
You're
so
damn
look,
right.
we haven't missed a week of recordings because you've been listening along, but we did bank a lot of episodes. So we have a bunch of you to shout out from the Patreon. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined. We love you.
Dude.
You buy us breakfast burritos with your money, and we give you our best stuff. These episodes suck compared to the Patreons. You think you're laughing now at these riffs?
Yeah.
The Patreon, what's in there is even better. So join the Patreon if you want, and we get a shout out.
It's patreon.com/whatsitcalled.
Yeah.
Also, our website is whatsitcalled.rodeo, and on there's a link to the Patreon. There's a link to our YouTube. There's a link to our Twitters and Instagrams if you want to follow us.
Yeah,
we are
baby.
back to look. Also, we've talked about it, and we love renaming shit. But we're also gonna start doing some episodes where we rename, where we fucking just don't know what the name of this show is again.
Yeah. Because we don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
And as much as I want to rename shit and rename your shit, also some weeks I just want to fucking do nothing, man,
Yes.
at all.
Yeah, we'll rename the ceiling we're looking at. We'll rename ourselves. We'll do whatever we want.
Caleb, do a little bit of talking right now while I
okay,
log
this is
in
good.
here.
We talked about this earlier. I flew first class for the first time. It was, and don't worry, it was an upgrade. I'm not rich and never will be, but so I just get this last minute upgrade to first class. It took my breath away when I looked at my phone. My boarding pass changed to red, which I'd never seen. I thought I was going to go to jail.
Whoa.
But it turned to red, and it said Sky Priority. And I looked down, and it said first class. I was like, huh? I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. It felt like Christmas times 10. And I get to the airport. I don't know if you know this, Dave. You don't even see it until you know. Like it's like when you need a mattress, you see all the mattress stores, and you get the mattress, and you don't see them anymore. It's like that. You don't have to do anything. You go to the airport, you get your own place to check your bag. I didn't even see it before. But
Really?
first class people are checking their bag. They're not waiting in that long line with all the bank little ropes. They're not doing that. You get to check your bag at your own little place when you fly first class.
You're talking about checking a bag or going through security?
Both.
Okay.
You check your bag and you go to the special first class line. And then somebody's like, "Let me see your boarding pass." And I'm like, "First class." And they go, "Oh, good. Right this way, sir." You feel so rich. And then you skip the thing. There's the TSA, there's the clear, and then there's the regular corral for the normals.
Yeah.
Your first class, you skip all that. You go
No.
right to the front, and then they're like, "Oh, Sky Priority first class, right this way." And you go there, dude. I got through all of it, and I'm not kidding. Under 5 minutes. It's the fastest I've ever gone through
Whoa.
LAX. And then when you're
In
boarding the
LAX?
plane,
Wow.
I got to skip. Everybody was already boarding because I was a little late. I would have missed my flight if I wasn't first class. Everything's so fast. You get to pass everybody. There's a little sign that says first class. You just get to pass the whole line, and they go, "Oh, first class." Dude, free drinks.
What?
I had an old fashioned and a beer. I was like having a great time. You get your own bathroom. It's so comfortable. You can put your bag. There's so much room. You put your bag under the seat, and then you have your bag and your feet under the seat. You don't have to pick. It's like so much room.
Dude, I know. Even
My
just
God.
walking by business class, I'll look, and to the naked eye, the seats aren't that much bigger than coach.
Oh.
But if you really pay attention, there's space between their legs and the armrests.
Yes.
Which it's really difficult for me to not hate you. For this.
Dude,
Truly,
I hate myself. I hate myself because it made me so happy. And here's the deal. I had to fly this year. I've probably flown 40 Delta flights this year.
Wow.
So it took a lot to get to where I was medallion and I could get upgraded for free.
Yeah.
So that there's a lot of times that you fly like that and you feel like shit about yourself, but it's like, man, the first class, it changed my mind. Like I was already a filthy little commie, but dude, if
Right.
everyone got to experience first class,
Right.
everyone would storm every capital. Both parties would storm.
Right.
Everybody'd be like, this is what they get. This is what traveling is like for them.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the parts that suck are gone.
Yeah.
All the parts that suck are gone.
Totally.
They're never hungry. They get free drinks. They get everything first. They get on first. They skip the lines. They get off first. Everything's free. It's so comfy.
I think like even the way that they talk to you is nicer.
They talk to me like I was like the president's son.
Yeah.
It was so much respect, and I didn't get dude, it is a whole different world. And
you know
it was
what we've never
they
talked
shouldn't
about,
have let me up there.
by the way? Simon rhymes with Biden.
Really?
Have we thought about how maybe you're Hunter Biden?
I smoke a lot of Parmesan cheese.
You smoke a lot of Parmesan cheese?
I remember that was in one story that he accidentally smoked Parmesan cheese.
No.
I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Delaware sucks, dude.
It must.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what a horrible place.
That's
But
so
yeah.
funny. Now I'm imagining like a weed bowl full of cheese, and then you go to smoke it, and it just melts. And then you just eat the pipe.
I'll smoke cheese. I love
Wow,
cheese.
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like it made me so happy and then so mad, and then the next flight I didn't get upgraded. I flew in it felt so much smaller.
Yeah.
It's so much worse, and I was getting disrespected, and it's so crazy how even the illusion of being rich can alter your brain chemistry.
Oh, sure.
It's bananas. But, dude, you got to do it. I recommend getting the Delta card. You can get some great rates right now because the COVID's named after him for a while. They even have a new one that's Delta Plus, which is like, come on.
Wow. I love that we're advertising a Delta credit card on
I'm just telling you it was a great decision, and I get upgraded for free sometimes now. I've been upgraded twice so far in the past month, and holy shit, it makes traveling so much better.
Delta Sky Miles
She's a
credit
Delta
card.
medallion member.
That's actually a thing a person can be that is appealing. Like,
Yeah.
wow, she's a Delta Medallion
That's
member.
pretty nice. She must travel for work.
Isn't it funny how many songs there are just about how somebody is hot?
Oh yeah.
Just like,
What's the strongest feeling a human can have? Is they're hot. People change their whole life over they're hot.
I know, that's
People
wild.
get a new family.
That's true.
People will fake their death and move to another country because
Governments
somebody's
have
so hot.
toppled because of how hot another government
Oh, yeah.
leader's daughter was.
It's really bananas.
Wow, that's funny.
And it's usually not a guy. It's usually not a... Because we all know there's some hot guys out there, but I don't know where they are. I don't even see... It's like not even every day. Whenever I see a hot guy, I'm like, whoa!
I also love how, like, you know, the stories of like the wars in the past that you hear
Yeah.
about, like, oh, he loved the Sultan's daughter. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. How great would it be, if like Gorbachev had an affair with Chelsea Clinton? You know what I mean? and then Bill Clinton's like, we gotta kill all of them. Like I just feel like that's probably a terrible example because was Chelsea a teenager then? That's gross. I didn't.
Now she's an old lady.
Yeah. I was thinking about her as an adult. I'm so sorry, but you know what I mean. Like that would just never happen. Does that
No,
happen?
I know. Well, now it's like it's the shame. The old days, now the war would be avoided. The Sultan's daughter would have an OnlyFans, and he'd be like, "We don't have to invade it. We don't have to invade anymore."
Go to OnlyFans.com/Sultan's daughter and watch me.
This ass causes war. It's like, wow.
Sign up for the highest tier membership, and I'll flick my bean while flicking off my dad. Flicking my bean is one of my favorite sayings. That's gross as hell.
Oh man, this is the best episode we've ever had.
Do you know Okay, and I will say, in fairness, I want to not only say a gross thing that refers to a woman's sexuality. I want to say one about men's too. Make it fair, you know.
Did I tell you what my buddy Casey said?
What?
He said the funniest thing. We're doing our book club that we do every week, and we're talking about OnlyFans. We're like, Casey, how much money do you think you'd make if you had an OnlyFans? And you go, I'd owe him. And it was the most perfect like timing, Rodney Dangerfield style. He would start an OnlyFans and lose money. It's just the funniest thing.
That's so funny. People go to his page and they're like, no! Pay me! Oh my God! Pay me to deal with having even considered this.
Shout out to Casey Andrews. It was the funniest thing I heard all day.
So flick my bean, you know, is like a thing. It's like a terrible way of saying touching yourself.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah. But then the men have a grosser one, and it's shoots ropes.
What?
I know.
Oh.
Dude, every time she flicks her bean, I shoot ropes.
Shoots Ropes is the worst board game you could ever buy. That would be. That's ages.
Whoa.
Ages 18 and up for Shoots Ropes.
Shooting ropes. Yeah, and there's like a smiling snake with a hat on the front.
Doesn't it now when you see 18 and up? Even that's creepy to me. I'm like, make it 21.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Like when they're like, I'm an adult. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You ever seen an 18-year-old? They're fucking 10.
I thought I was an adult when I was 18. I was wrong.
No, dude, it's true.
Yeah.
18-year-olds are 10 years old.
Yeah, 18 is
25-year-olds are 18. And if you're 30, you're 21. And I mean
That's
it.
got to be a bit. That's funny. That's so. All those numbers are so true.
Truly, when I remember being in college and being like, this is an area full of adults. And if I'm on a college campus, I'm like, I got to get away from these fucking toddlers. Who are these people?
Yeah. Dude, I saw a college student smoking the other day, and I almost knocked it out of their hand.
Absolutely.
And I would have felt fine with it. And I'd be like, where are your parents?
Well, yeah.
What are you doing?
I
had a hard day on my parents' insurance today.
Yeah.
I gotta have a cigarette.
Yeah, totally. Oh, did you go over your meal plan? What are you stressed about?
After some frozen yogurt, I'd like to top it off with a nice Marlboro Red. Give me a Cowboy Killer. I'm 18.
You should not be allowed to smoke cigarettes if at any point in the past 18 months you took a math test. Truly. That's such a good point, dude. What are you fucking stressed about? Why are you
so funny. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
wow, you had a rough water polo game? Isn't that so funny about high schools and colleges, by the way? They're still playing sports that
know.
really suck. Fucking field hockey and water polo and lacrosse. Grow up. Play football like a fucking adult. Jesus Christ. At least adult fake sports are fun, like arena football, which is like a fake sport, but it's like indoor soccer, but you can pick it up.
Just like imagining, like me and you were at like a school, we're like fencing.
Yeah,
And
dude.
then we go, I gotta have a cigarette break after.
After fencing.
Oh boy.
Oh, man, yeah.
Someone told me their parents were richer than mine.
Well, I'm playing the dad in Bye Bye Birdie, and it really makes me feel bad.
Oh man, we gotta rename Standup.
man.
I'm gonna die.
Well, yeah. Oh, man, I took up smoking because I got dumped by a person I forgot a month later. Yeah. Oh, man.
God.
I fell in love with someone who was also stupid.
I fell in love and I forgot it.
I just like really couldn't take it when Blink-182 broke up. Yeah, dude, we gotta.
Yeah, we gotta shout out. We gotta shout out.
We got to shout out.
Patreoners.
Damn, dude. There's so much
Oh,
so
hell
much
yeah.
to be done
You're
on
gonna
this show.
dress as shouted
Again.
the fuck out.
Patreon.com/what's it called? We do our bonus podcast, What's in There on there. A audio and a video episode every week. And everyone who signs up gets a shout out. In the past month, 7 new subscribers to the
Hell
Patreon.
yeah,
Thanks
thank
so much
you.
for joining. Shay Scranton. What's
Shay
up, dude?
Scranton?
Dude, I know Shay
What a
Scranton,
cool
actually.
name.
Yeah, Shay. Did you ever see those Death Metal Suicide Buddy shirts that we
Yes.
made? That he designed that.
Oh, thanks, Shay.
Yeah. Shout out to Kick Assatron,
Whoa, that's a good name too.
which I actually, we've talked about it, and that's their first name on their birth certificate.
Really?
Yeah. No, dude.
Oh, come on. Anything's possible now.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Elon Musk's kid is named like swoosh and like symbols.
No, that's what's funny is Kick Assatron is actually Kanye West's daughter.
See, I would believe that too.
I know. Shout out to Amanda Richards. Thank you
Amanda
so much
Richards,
for joining.
thank you, Amanda.
Shout out to Max.
Max, just Max.
Thanks so much for joining the
That makes me
Patreon.
wonder which Max it is.
Yeah.
Is it Max Fine?
I think it's Maximini.
Maximini.
What
Thank
if
you,
it was,
Maximini.
Do you know Maximini?
The comedian, right?
The comedian.
Yeah, I don't think it's him.
Yeah, he's famous.
It would be funny. You
Max
know who it is?
Headroom. It's Mad Max. It's Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy loves our stupid podcast.
Thank you, Max. We're gonna call you Mad Max from now on.
Shout out to Ex-Hugusted.
Exhausted.
E-X-H-A-G-U.
Exhausted.
Exhausted.
I'm exhausted. This is religious, and I'm exhausted.
Yeah, totally. Ex-Hogsted is
That's when
Bill
your
Maher's
hog's
next special,
tired.
where
You got a big old fat hog.
it was a typo. It started with he thought he meant to say hog-tied, but he wrote hog-tired.
I'm hog tired.
And then he was like, wait a minute.
oh, you ever get that 2:30 feeling? You realize you're hog tired.
It's a mattress store, but we also have hot dogs. It's called hog-tired. Yeah.
I would go there. I'd go there.
You ever fall asleep on your motorcycle? That's when you're hog-tired. Eggs Hugusted is great.
Thank you, Eggs Hugusted.
It's EXHAGUSTD. And I know that we made a bunch of silly jokes and probably are saying it wrong, but you know what? We love you.
We
And
love
I
you
hope
so
we said it
much.
right. And last shout out, Brandon J. Anderson. Shout out to you.
Brandon
Thanks so much
J.
for
I
joining.
love a good 3 name.
Me too, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alan Stickhand Williams.
And you have so many notifications.
Yeah, I don't look at my Twitter anymore. So
Good.
that's months and
Good.
months and months of them.
Yeah.
I took it off my phone, dude.
Dude, you're going to be so happy.
I am. It's
See, there we go.
get rid of Twitter. It's bad for you. Follow us on
But
Instagram.
follow us on Twitter and give us your suggestions. That's all we use Twitter for now,
Totally.
is for the pod.
I tweet about so if you're new to the show, welcome again.
Thank you.
All the links and info on all our social media stuff, our Patreon and the YouTube, what's it called, .rodeo. And every week, look, our schedules are going to be a little crazy for a few months.
That's true.
It's going to be tough for us to tweet out. We were for a good while tweeting every Sunday or Monday what we were going to talk about that week or rename. And it's going to, be a little less scheduled the next few months. But
Yeah.
follow us on Twitter, and sometimes we'll be tweeting a thing we're renaming. And you should jump in and join and give us
We love it.
fake names.
Some of y'all got the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, truly. It's so cool to hear from you, and your suggestions are always great. This week we are literally renaming stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
And I have already pulled up your names. We have to rename it ourselves.
That's
first.
right. So
you
the
come
first
up
one I
with
said
any?
was Big Sad Kids.
Dude.
Oh, there's so many things you could name stand-up because by and large, like if you think of what stand-up is, there's like 8 good ones, 5,000 bad ones.
Comedians?
Yes. It's like mostly...
Name one bad comedian.
Oh, I'll name all
I'll
5,000 bad ones.
Oh, let's
I'll
go.
do it right now. That's going to be the Patreon episode where we talk mad
Let's do it.
shit.
No, you know what, man? Let's do it. Troy Walker. Chris Charpentier. Sam Talent. David Borey. Maria Bamford. Natasha Leggero.
Ismail Lutfi.
Ismail Lutfi.
Ismail.
Ismail's wife.
Now we're going to die. I just met her, and she's the nicest person. She listens to every episode. She's going to hear this.
Yeah, no. That's why I made the joke. Yeah. No, Ismail and his wife. Ismail
I'm
is one
sorry,
of,
Miss Lutfi. I'm so sorry.
Miss
for
Luffy,
that
I'm so
rip.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't stop letting me come over to Ismail's house.
Oh, man.
No, Ismail is one of our Caleb and my both best friends.
He's a
like
friend.
one of my best
We
friends
share him.
for a long time, and such a good comic.
Funniest
and
guy
I
in the
didn't
world.
meet his wife until this past month, and she's the fucking best. And also, they both told us that they listen to the show all the time,
Which is crazy.
Which is a huge compliment because they're both cool.
You know what else he told
People
me?
who are cool don't like us.
They're so cool.
Uh-huh.
You know that Sherlock Holmes bit?
Yeah, it's about you.
It's about me. I forgot.
So on an early episode of the show, I talked about Ismail and how I love him,
Yeah.
and I love one of his jokes. And this is one of his jokes. I'll say it again. You've heard it, but I'll say
It's
it real
so-
quick.
it's such a
The
good
joke
joke.
is Ismail is like I got an argument with my friend about Sherlock Holmes. I said that he smoked opium. My friend said he didn't smoke opium. We argued about it a lot. Blah, 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 blah. And then we really got heated. We couldn't figure it out. So I looked it up, and it turns out that Sherlock Holmes is not a real guy. Ismail is, by the way, go see him. He lives in New York City.
So funny.
He's passed at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah,
and,
go see him. He's the best.
And I got to watch
So
him
funny.
there, which, first of all, I fucking want to be a cellar comic, dude.
Yeah, it's the best.
Oh my God. It was so fun to be there, so fun to watch him there. And anyway, I saw him there, and he now tells it. He like moved it around. He moved it into a bit about his wife, and he tells it like he and his wife argued about it.
Right. Yeah.
And which I do all the time, like change the perspective of
Yeah, it's
characters in
funny
my
with that,
jokes
yeah.
to make them work better and stuff. See what works. So I was talking to him after, and he goes, yeah, man, you know what's funny about that bit? That bit's about Caleb. And I listened to the episode where you talked about it, and he didn't say shit.
Because I forgot him. That's how dumb I am. Not only did I forget Sherlock Holmes is fake, I forgot that even happened
Wow.
because I'm so used to being stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
Isn't that
so,
crazy?
I'm so used to being stupid.
So stand-up should be called dumb talk, bad speech.
I honestly think that we should name stand-up comedy a few things. I would love it if stand-up comedy got divided into the art forms it actually is. And so, like, there's one...
I hate my family. That's a genre.
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
my family.
Yeah. Wow, totally. There are numerous genres of stand-up. I hate my family.
I hate change.
I hate change. The most famous type of comedian right now is a comedian that does I am God comedy.
I am God.
Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr are like, I am God, and you have to listen to everything I say. Everything I say, despite the fact that I am joking, is real, correct, and important.
And
God.
then you have the slightly to the right wing of Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle, which is a triggered much. I'm going to shit on your smile.
Oh, I'm gonna shit on your smile is an album that needs to come out.
Yeah.
And okay, and then we can go, and then there's a lot of comedians. We could change stand-up comedy to be called "You Should Always Be Afraid."
And then you have like me and Dave's kind, which is I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, and I'm also crying.
I'm so sorry. Then you got what
Let's
else
see.
do you have?
Well,
You
what-
have
But what is stand-up though? If like we really think about actually, because here's the thing: stand-up comedy. We were talking about this last week. It's a stupid name because it's not creative at all. We're in a creative medium, and stand-up comedy is just what you do and how you do it.
yeah, stand up and comedy.
Like I don't even know how do you like it's an art form. What would be like an actually stylistic way of saying what we
Well,
do?
it's a fake meeting. You know what I mean? It's a room and the people have gathered and then
Wow.
our leader is here. And then you show up and you go, "Hello. Grocery stores are laid out wrong. Why is the milk so
Wow.
heavy?"
Wow.
You know what else? My wife, she doesn't understand. She wants to go do stuff.
Wow.
And I go, I want to stay home. And you know what else? I was flying, didn't like it.
Okay,
And,
so
hey, who's got a birthday?
so I think we should change stand-up comedy to be called Wrong Speech.
Wrong speech. Yes.
It's a wrong speech.
It's a very bad
A fake meeting is so
fake
funny,
meeting.
dude.
Hello, everybody.
Wow.
They are applauding.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, that's right. Clap for me.
It's a useless conference.
So dating.
yeah. Wow.
Useless conference.
That's so true. So dating, it's a speech about nothing. Useless speeches.
Useless speeches.
Yeah, totally.
Bad mayor.
Right. Wow. How about a less conference? You know? You get it.
Less conference.
Yeah, totally. It's also like, it's so funny that one of my favorite things about stand-up is that we are like demanding everybody sit still, pay attention,
Shut up,
and don't talk,
but laugh.
and laugh. Give us all of your focus. Do not interrupt us, and we will be talking about diarrhea. And
Everybody, sit down. Shut up.
I'm going to talk about pooping.
Have diarrhea. All right? And this is a few minutes of this. And then when we switch subject, we're going to switch to why dating's hard. I will appear to have no idea of the link between those two things.
Sit down, shut up. I have diarrhea.
Hey. Hey, you shut the fuck up.
I love it, dude.
Wait a minute.
And what's so funny, too, is that I'm making fun of it, but I agree with it.
Yeah.
I think that that's correct. I think that you should shut the fuck up while I'm talking about how I have diarrhea. I think it's polite. I think it's what you should do.
It is polite.
You paid me $20, and if you don't shut up during my diarrhea speech, I'm going to throw you out of the building.
That's what we should name for stand-up. Diarrhea Planet. That's already the name of a great band.
Great band. No, diarrhea speeches.
Diarrhea speeches.
I think diarrhea speeches is what we should call stand-up.
There's already diarrhea of the mouth, which is a thing, but
Yeah,
man,
totally.
diarrhea speeches. I like it a lot.
Could you imagine, by the way, you remember how, like, a thing that parents used to say is like, oh, if you don't stop saying, if you don't stop cursing, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap?
Yeah. Torture.
Right,
That's
totally.
torture.
Yeah.
You are torturing an
If you say fuck around your grandma, I'm going to waterboard you.
Hey.
Could you imagine ever saying that?
Oh,
Just
that's so
threatening your
funny.
kid with violence?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
We can't waterboard our kids no more?
If you don't put the orange juice back in the fridge, I'm going to smother you with a pillow. Oh, man. Diarrhea speeches? Is that
Diarrhea
the one?
speeches is my favorite.
Yeah, I think
that's fun.
fake meeting is also
Fake meeting.
Well, I wish a better word for fake, like some sort of like more like glowing or like flowery word for fake, false,
False, faux.
faux. Yeah,
This could have been an email.
all stand-up comedy could have been.
Could have been
fucking
an email. Hope-
You know what's really taught us that is Instagram. Instagram
Yeah.
and Twitter have taught us that stand-up comedy just truly does not need to exist.
No, and I like that about it. I like that about it. I would
Yeah.
hate to be in an essential field.
That's
Oh,
true.
what a
Wow.
nightmare. You know what I do? Is I keep grids. I keep the grids going.
I know, dude.
Dude, the power went out in my room last
man.
night. I literally thought my life was over.
That's
My power went out for 10 minutes.
It's so funny to think, like, yes, that's totally true. I don't want any job where my job would get harder if I run out of graph paper.
Dude, this is our best episode.
It's always our best episode.
God,
we
this
get better
is
every
fun.
week. Y'all,
Well, yeah, we got suggestions.
let's read yours.
Yeah, so we got so many good ones for this one.
Also, can I say, so when Caleb tweeted about it, we always tweet a photo of the thing we're renaming, and he tweeted one of those generic photos of an empty stand-up comedy stage like they use for flyers.
Yeah.
That type of graphic is my favorite.
Oh, I love it.
This one is just
Stand up.
it's just a nice stage with a red curtain, a mic, and a stool.
And I would love to do stand up there.
So would I. And my favorites are the ones that are like really corny. It's like a clip art drawing.
Yeah, it's a screen bean. The fucking screen bean, dude.
Totally. Or there's the really epic ones where it's like an empty theater shot from the perspective of the microphone.
Yeah.
And so there's just like a really like well shaded microphone and it's really close up and then you can see all the empty seats and it's like, ooh, wow.
Michael Bay took this picture.
Yeah. Yeah, in like an hour and a half, there's going to be 14 or 15 people in here.
Boy. All right. Oh, we got some good ones. That first one made me laugh.
Please laugh. That's
Please laugh.
At
Marima Wood Elf.
Marima Wood Elf.
That's funny. Please laugh.
Please laugh.
Please laugh. Jeb Bush.
Oh, these are great, man. At Demira said, "Shut up, it's my turn." That's great.
Man spreading but words.
Oh man, Daniel from MTV says, "Fake scripted improv."
Oh, I also like from Demiraz, he said, keep that energy going.
Dude, I will say, yeah, nothing.
Keep that energy going.
Stand-up has so many of those tropes, doesn't it? That like I make fun of. Keep that energy going. What's next? What are you like? What else is going on?
What else is
and
going
I've
on?
said all of those
of them.
things.
Well, you got to say something.
Sometimes you don't have anything to say, and everyone's looking at you, and your diarrhea speech is over, and you're like, all right, let's keep that energy going.
Well, what's really funny is we were talking about earlier, it is rude to interrupt a comedian.
Sorry for interrupting you, but I just love the idea of, and then he's like, all right, let's keep that diarrhea going.
Let's keep that diarrhea.
For this next
Oh, don't
toilet.
The diarrhea will keep going.
All right, your next toilet is a Kohler, and it's just a toilet show, and every toilet's full of
She's
diarrhea.
a Kohler toilet full of diarrhea.
Anyway, sorry.
I was just going to say it's rude to interrupt a comedian. It's also rude to talk for an hour.
Yes.
So when a comedian's up there, that's why we're saying, what else is going on? Because it's not normal to
Right.
talk for an hour.
Someone
It's
else
rude
take
of
the
us
mic.
to even try it. Anyway, come see us live.
Doing an hour of stand-up is insane. You feel crazy.
Yeah.
Every time I've ever done it, I feel perfect all the way to minute 30. And there's always a moment at like minute 30 where I'm like, why am I here?
Yeah, it doesn't need to
Is this
keep happening.
bad?
Yeah.
And then I like talk to the crowd a little bit and I calm down and I do another 30. But halfway through, I'm always like, this is stupid.
Well, when I am watching a stand-up special, I watch 30 minutes of it, then I go pee, I go make myself
Yes.
a drink, I get some popcorn. I'm not watching it all in one go. No one is. So audiences are getting like, if this was The Office, I could have paused it.
Totally.
It's just weird to get so much of one guy.
Oh my God, dude. At Sid Digital 2 said stool works.
Stool works with an X.
Crazy.
With the X. I love the X.
At Jarsh Farst says long form suicide notes. Damn.
I like that a lot.
Darth Plato says ambulatory joshing. That's true. Oh, dude. MJ Kitzman. I've talked about him before. He's a comic in Des Moines. Misogyny, racism, and cum.
That's the name of this episode.
Wow. The 3 R's.
Oh, man. I love Andrew George's. Uncle Andy Pants said, the craft of complaining.
Oh,
It
man.
is. It's complaints. It's all complaints.
Yes, it is. It's either complaints
Complaint meeting.
that it's bad now,
Right.
or that. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's always complaints that it's bad now.
It's bad
It's
now.
either complaints that it needs to be better, or it needs to be the past.
Yes.
It needs to be the future, or it needs to be the past.
I do not like what is happening right now.
Can you believe this is what it is right now? Why isn't it then? And then, but what we do is, can you believe this isn't it what it is right now? Why isn't it?
Even when it
The
is
future.
good, they'll complain that it used to not be like, you don't even know, we used to have to dial phones. And it's like, yeah, calm down.
I know,
We
dude.
used to play outside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You need to calm down.
I used to have to ride a horse to buy corn at a wood building.
It's like, that sounds very quaint. That sounds like the good old days. What's wrong?
Yeah, I lost the thread of that.
Hey, who needs threads? We got
Tay Snorker, T-E-H Snorker, who writes in a lot. Devin Koch, what's up? Says, now that's what I call funny live. Featuring hit tracks like fucking swear to Christ if he has one more one-liner about fucking masks. Everybody's laughing, but the vibe in here is kind of racist. And my all-time favorite, fuck the pain away.
Fuck the pain away.
Oh, boy. Kickasatron, who just joined our
Oh,
Patreon,
thanks,
what's up?
Kick-Ass.
Says, validation, 2 exclamation points. Extremely depression and incredibly narcissism. God damn
thank
it.
you, Kiss. A lot of people don't know this. That's on his birth certificate.
Oh, Natasha Muse. Natasha Muse is a great comic in
nice.
San Francisco. She says, asking for permission to finish your thought by forcing people to laugh at the end of every sentence.
Yeah, that's talk about an expectation. If you're not laughing after every sentence, what
That's-
a rude crowd.
Wow, that's so true. Our attitude is, if you're not laughing by the end of every sentence, at best, I'll get really sad.
Yeah.
And at worst, I'll ruin your week.
oh yeah, I'll explode.
Yeah.
We got
This is great. Muradov717 says microphone show. I actually think that's better.
microphone show.
That's a good. It's a microphone.
Come to my
show.
microphone show.
At Dar Finkel says, "Hello, it's me." Wow, that's hilarious,
Sit down. Oh, I love this one.
dude. This one,
Yeah.
you say that one.
At Connor Beal says, sit down drama.
This, I think, is what we
That's
should
Mark
call
Maron.
it.
Sit down drama.
At Ario Damien says, "The grand mistake." That's so dark,
And
dude.
accurate.
I know, dude.
Love it. Oh, Moses Storm,
Moses
buddy.
Storm. God,
Coming in with a hot one.
We love it when everyone responds, but comedians don't listen to comedian shit and deal and
we
like
hate supporting each other.
play with comedian stuff, so it feels good. At Moses Storm says, "Flappers." Which is the only place that real comedy happens in
That's
Los
right.
Angeles.
2 milk minimum.
It's a club in Burbank, and they do have a daytime Sunday show for kids called 2 Milk Minimum.
That's
I had
right.
to say that phrase into a mic once when I was hosting.
it's tough.
For fucking Jimmy Dore, I was hosting.
Oh boy, what a world!
Ugh.
What a worlds colliding. And we actually have from Captain to Sparkle said 2 shrink minimum, which I think is perfect.
That's great.
It's
yeah.
literally perfect.
Captain Sparkles also says, "Nobody wanted this, but we're all here." Wow. This is actually really accurate. At tabularius_AE, a podcaster's night job.
Oh my God! Wow, we do make more from this podcast than
James Fritz, another comedian. He's at Fritz is dead. I love Fritz. And he said, all caps, "fuckable uggos." That just is true.
Oh, I love it.
Comedians all look like a pile of meat. All of
right.
them, especially the male ones.
Let's think about this. Me and Dave are the 2 best looking ones.
Yeah, totally.
It's only worse than this.
And
You're
I look
"Boy,
like
they
a
look
pizza
bad."
covered in nuts and bolts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I look like
We look like guys that would have got killed in The Godfather in the first 10 minutes.
I look like greasy trash is my point.
Greasy trash.
Nuts and
That's
bolts
another good name.
on a pizza. That's not accurate. That's not what I look
no,
like.
you look good.
Yeah. No, thanks, dude. I look like a mannequin that got beat up.
My mannequin. Luke does stuff. Said no civilians. That is how up our own ass stand-ups are. We refer to people that aren't
Yeah.
as civilians.
It's insane.
Like we went to war with our dick jokes.
Max Beasley, another great comic. Dumb potty talk.
Dumb buddy talk is perfect.
At Weston Woe. Easton, what's up, dude? He said elevated humor.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it is elevated.
And then at Chit Chat Twit Twat, who writes us a lot too, therapy is too expensive. And then they said, parentheses, I'm a therapist.
It is.
Oh, hey, good for you.
It is. Oh my God, this one hits. This one hits.
Do it.
Yo Soy Nate Brown said the sunk cost fallacy Wikipedia page live. Holy shit.
I don't get it.
The sunk cost fallacy is where you think that since you've already invested all this money, you have to keep going. But the money is not retrievable.
Right.
So sometimes you go, oh, well, I already paid for the tickets to that show. I don't want to go, but I already paid for them. If there's no refund, you're either going to have a good night or a bad night at this point. You
Right.
don't want to go, don't go.
Exactly.
The
I think
cost
about this
is
all the
sunk.
time. Just because, yeah. So now you're saying I have to have paid money and have a bad time?
Right.
Yeah.
So the money's gone, good night or bad night. I don't feel like going anymore, don't go. That's a sunk cost fallacy, which everybody should think about and know about. It's very important with your life. It also makes me think all couples should break up, or most. But sunk cost fallacy with stand-up,
Truly.
holy shit.
Well, I've been doing it for 15 years and I hate myself, so I have to
Right.
do it for another 15 years and kill myself.
right. So, yeah,
You know?
quit, everybody,
Everybody quit.
except
That
me and
Sweet
Dave.
Baby Kev says dude therapy.
Dude, therapy.
And by the way, his name on Twitter is Horny Scoville.
Ooh, I like that.
That's funny. All right, let's do 2 more.
All right. I love this. At the D. Grayson says, funny practice.
Oh man, there's so many more. Pick one more. Dave Waite comedy says broken people talking. Fuck you, Dave.
I like that. Dave's so funny.
He's the funniest comedian, I
funniest
think.
guy in the world.
Wow, there's so many good ones. It's hard to pick. Oh shit. Let's see which one's Twitter hid.
Oh, I like that one.
Extremely Lenny and Incredibly Bruce.
We didn't get an extremely incredibly this week. I'm so glad we
That's
got it.
at Ario Damien.
Oh, thanks, man.
Okay.
There's one a little further. Oh, that one's good.
Which one?
Down a little bit. There we go. Milk Lizard said, "Your little skits."
It's true.
That's what families like to call it. How's your little skits? Oh, they know what they're doing. You know that is so condescending.
Dude, they do know. Yeah.
That'd be like asking the president, "How's your little desk?" Oh, you know you're minimizing this shit. Yeah, how's your little desk, huh?
Wow. How's your circle office? How's your circle
Ask a
room?
doctor. How's your little stethoscope?
You having a little? It's the word "little," but also
Yeah, I know.
skits
Your little skits.
and desk. Man, how's your little desk? That's so funny. How are your little rules y'all making?
How's your little rules?
You making little rules?
Your little hall monitors? It's going good? That's good.
That's good. I'll bet that's good. Writing little amendments.
That's so funny. I would love to get a White House press pass just to ask that and quit. How's your little desk?
Hey, Dave Ross, CNN. How's your little desk been? How's your little desk in your circle room? Huh? And you say, huh?
Huh? What's that?
Yeah, hey, Dave Ross, CNN. What the fuck is your problem, huh? Guys,
What
thank
an
you so
episode.
much
Thank
for
you so
listening.
much. We love
If you're
you.
watching the YouTube, we're chilling. We're laying
We
back.
are chilling flat. New pants. Also, buy my album, Funny for a Man,
Oh,
on
yeah.
Bandcamp or iTunes or whatever, or stream it if you're broke, whatever. But it's a lot of fun, and now I got to write a bunch of new jokes. Thanks for everybody who listened and bought. It made me so happy.
And listen, we're like, I feel like we don't need to list them all, but we're on tour, both of us, separately.
Yes.
Go to our websites, calebsinan.com.
That's right, baby.
And davetotheross.com, and come see us around the country. A bunch of stuff booked and a bunch of stuff coming soon. So
That's right.
we'll see ya.
We love you.
We love you so much. Bye.
What's it called? What's it called?